Hi, my name is Sophie and I want to welcome you to my channel. Today's video is something that I'm nervous to make because it's been long coming. I have to be honest, since everything that happened, I just have been only trying to rest and reset my nervous system because the things I have been through, I promise you my face does not look like I went through half of it. If you don't know, I'm a social media content creator that last year posted a video of me crashing out. I was at the end of my rope and I just didn't know what to do. I got online and I posted a 15-second video that I had no idea would change my life. That video was seen by over 16 million people and I had no idea the impact that would have on my life. Since then, I have been trying to heal my mind and heal the bruises. After the aftermath, I just got quiet. I stepped away from social media and quite honestly, I stepped away from my light. But at a certain point, it's time to come out of hiding. Now for context, if you haven't seen the initial videos, in the last few months, I have left my whole life to move with my partner, which I was engaged to. I started my family and our story in the States, which is in another country because I am Canadian. In order to make that move possible, I had to leave everything behind and start fresh and believe that he will provide for us. And that's what I did. I thought that was the love of my life, but things didn't end up working out. I ended up seeing early signs of narcissism, of isolation, and things that I have already seen before and I knew better than to stay. And so I left. And when I decided to leave, I only had me, my daughter, and the clothes on her back. You know, the thing about being always the strong friend and the person that everybody else relies on is that nobody checks on you and see if you're fine. Because everybody expects you to have it together. But I wasn't good. I wasn't doing well at all. I knew that I'd done this before and started life over, and I could probably do it again. Well, since I'm usually the reliable friend, I knew that there was nobody really I could rely to, because when things got hard, suddenly people got quiet. When I wasn't flying out my friends or taking them on a shopping spree or taking them to brunch, they got really quiet on me. And I knew I had no choice than to start over on my own. Well, not really on my own. I had my daughter. I knew things needed to change very quickly. And so I decided when I came back to Canada, I went back to Canada, I was going to step into a field of work that is not the best, let's say. I'll leave you at that and I'll let you use your own imagination. As soon as I landed, I dropped my daughter off to her grandma and I went straight to work. But that didn't last long because an hour or two of being in there, the unthinkable happened to me. I was forced to go to the hospital. Like if everything wasn't bad enough, of course, that. I remember being at the hospital and wondering, what did I ever do to deserve this? I settled down. I was getting married. I was obedient to my husband. And somehow along the way, things fell apart. I remember the next day getting up at the hospital and going straight for the train station and breaking down. I put my phone up to see my bruise. I took a video of it and I was so angry. I posted it online just like that. And it ended up blowing up. Like if that wasn't enough, that person went online and lied on my name. She lied on what happened and she completely defamed me. Said things that she had no reason to say because I only have met her for an hour. Yep, an hour. I was tired of explaining myself and telling the story. So I just let it be. But today I'm taking my power back. You know, for a long time, I felt so much shame around how I handled the situation, and I wish I did better. But I was in such critical time of my life, and I was crying for help, and I just wanted to be seen. My cry for help turned around being criticized on the internet. I was tired, so I didn't post anymore. I stepped away from social media. I went in hiding. But how long can I really hide? I started shrinking myself, making myself small to be accepted. Already that I'm a naturally calm person, I started to isolate myself even more. I fell back into anorexia. There was time I was scared to walk outside and leave my house. Even though there was no threat. I moved in a different city and I had social anxiety. But nobody checked in. Nobody asked me if I was okay. It's like if I didn't matter to anybody. And I started to not matter for myself. For a long time, I felt sorry for myself and slowly worked my confidence back up to a point where, okay, it's not my fault what happened to me, but I can decide to do better and choose a different outcome than survival mode, than chronic anxiety, inflicting pain on my own self by not eating. And then life starts feeling a little better again. You start taking a little better care of yourself, but then you stay there, hiding away from yourself and hiding away from the world. Is this truly where I want to stay? And if not, where do I go from here? There's a quote that I love that sounds a little bit like this: where growth starts is where comfort ends. And this is kind of the season I am right now. I am ready to be seen again. I am ready to be myself unapologetically. Because at the end of the day, doomed if you do, doomed if you don't. And that's the price I'm ready to pay to be myself. Oh, and when I say that, I don't mean the person I grieved, but who am I at this point in my life? And what I can do to be proud of that woman in the next few months. I want to trust humans again and fall in love and laugh and do something silly. I want to remember who I was before the world bruised me. And that's what I'm on a mission to do. And hopefully I can inspire a few women along the way. Oh, child, I know today was a heavier video, but I hope you see me. I am trying to open myself up. Now, I know today's video was a little more on the heavy side, but I'm truly trying to be the difference I want to see in the world. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please interact with it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.